ecology, and that means the role of DENR, okay, along with NEDA, along with the budget in charge, should concentrate on this through the local government.
Kasi baka naman mga feudal lords, Professor Macaranas, pagod na rin at sobrang nang yaman. Perhaps they realize it's time naman to share the wealth with the people.
Correct.
At hindi tayo forever kolelat.
Sa totoo lang talaga, itong mga feudal lords talaga, parang kasupangan na talaga eh. They have been there for decades. Okay? Sinong nakikinabang lang sa kanilang poder? Only those close to them. The kamag-anak system at the local level is very strong at the expense of a real, honest-to-goodness growth for all their constituents in their own small territories. See? So, how do we change that? There was an attempt to change that by the likes of Padaka and Panlilio.
Yung local government code.
But, you know what? They lost. Why? Somehow or other, it's because of this feudal... the strength of this feudal system that this dynastic elite somehow do not have that heart or compassion to really share what they already have and what they already had for so many decades. It's really amazing to realize today that where before the dynasties were only in the provinces, today it's in the urban areas.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, right.
That's quite very, very obvious now for the past 20 years or 30 years. So you have people
elite circulation,
family name still there in that
elite
city.
circulation.
Correct.
One is mayor, governor, senator.
Yes.
It's the same surnames.
It is as if the monopoly of serving the people rests with one or two families in a given province or in a given municipality.
Yes.
Which means the real ideas, the creative ideas and brain power that should be tapped has not been tapped properly. It has been limited to these people who have been there all along, and we haven't progressed despite their leadership for so many decades.
Nakikinig ako sa news about India. Why India is growing so fast. And one simple explanation is the fact that increasingly India is connected through cell phones.
Okay.
And if they have 1.3 billion people, I did not get to hear exactly how many have the cell phones, but more and more have cell phones, and therefore, with the connectivity, Professor Macaranas, they're saying that brain power also is connected. And pag nagbe-brain power, nako-connect yan, they're saying the result is innovation. In this country, 40 million have cell phones.
Correct.
So I'm just wondering whether government has really thought about how to bring this all together for brain connectivity and therefore, as a consequence, innovative systems rather than feudal work systems.
Correct. Of course, if you talk about cell phones, 40 million Filipinos with cell phones out of the 92 or 94 million people, you will notice that cell phones are really a means of communicating what? Communication.
Social occasion.
Social issues.
Yeah.
So I doubt if social issues are being discussed. Of course, you can talk about sports, Pacquiao, what would be the latest lottery prize that is there. I think the trivial issues are the one that is being communicated through the cell phones. I think what should be the concern of government is how the internet can be utilized even at the farthest ends of the Philippines. Mindanao.
But what you're saying is that we should learn how to communicate.
Correct.
Everybody, the poor, the not so poor, the rich, we should all learn, because that is the message coming from India. India is able to develop communication technologies that can reach to the grassroots. At most may feedback mechanism pa. And that is the source daw of their prosperity now. People are talking.
I think that should be emphasized among the educational institutions in the local government level. So that accordingly, especially if the academic institutions at the local government level can really help out in this, in disseminating the importance of technology to the local officials. You will notice that a city like Naga, the secret of their success is that the mayor, or at least the officials of government, really communicate with the other civil society groups, with all the the representative groups, the jeepney drivers associations, the labor groups, the house subdivision association. In other words, they are really maximizing the communication with the local people who are supposed to be the stakeholders of development in their own areas. See, the initiative really should come from the local government officials, especially the mayor, because given our local government code, he really has the power to influence the spread of the use of technology, how he should maximize the marketing of goods that the local people produce. They are the mayors also are the one in charge of collaborating with their co-mayors in other provinces, which also means that they have real connection between them and Manila, if Manila is the center of
Precisely,
development.
Professor Boni Macaranas. Just to sum up, no, because I will also ask you to wrap up our very interesting conversation, and I hope you can have you back here again. Yung great divide between what you would call the oligarchs, the elite, and the working massa.
Yes.
Ang tanong kasi, nag-uusap ba sila? Kasi ito yung sinasabi coming from India.
Correct.
Mukhang nag-uusap sila. Government managed to bring the people together.
Yes.
Eh dito sa atin, nag-uusap ba yung mayaman, yung mahirap, o kanya-kanyang mundo?
Yeah, okay.
Kasama pa yung simbahan.
Yes, I think that is true. The local government officials really have their own supporters. Okay, if you will notice.
But the feudal system, yung kausap, yung kakampi lang eh.
Correct, correct. It's because ang kausap lang at di kakampi.
Oo, yung sila-sila, tayo-tayo, kami-kami.
Ang oposisyon, pinapabayaan na lang. You will notice that even in the countryside, there are areas where the road networks are unfinished. Apparently, there is this concept of pag hindi mo inelect, hindi problema nyo. Di ba? In other words, they don't really have that concept of stewardship over the full development of their territories. What is good is that they have full control, political, economic, social. Why don't they utilize it really to spread to the majority of their local constituencies this kind of development that they should really do, because that is their mandate. Now, if what I'm saying is this is kind of mindset of these leaders that we have now. How do you change that? That's why it has to the pressure should come from outside, which means you have to have very strong civil society groups. You have to have a very strong pressure from heads of associations, even if possible. Okay, especially the businessmen who are leaders in their own areas. They should really pressure the local government officials also to help out in really spreading progress to all, not only to their kakampi. That's what I'm saying. The root of the problem is that leaders feel they are feudal lords. And ang mga kakampi nila, alam din nila na they are over-dependent on them. Now, how can you break that? Because that has been an arrangement for the past so many decades.
Oo nga, Professor.
Kaya outside pressure talagang mangyari.
Well, according to the news, three big labor groups will go on strike because of the issue of the laying off of almost 2,000 plus PAL workers.
2,600,
what could be your message given the context of what we discussed tonight, yung feudal work systems, and how could the workers really help develop a different mindset, or even as government, hello, pwede ba tayo mag-partner dito at talagang let's keep everybody honest in the sense that when we talk, we will have integrity, hindi tayo mga liars, hindi tayo mga pretenders, and in fact, we really will work together for the common good. And please address our viewers, yes, Professor Macaranas.
When we talk about discipline of industrial relations, we are really talking about the dynamics of work relations. And who are involved in work relations? At the firm level, national level, and international level. We are really talking about the key actors of society. One, labor.